but maybe we can take a couple questions if anyone wants to step up to the microphone.
My name's Mitchell Strauss. I'm with the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, and I will do what I can to get our projects on your map. And I will do what I can to encourage you to keep in mind, to the extent it's possible, to, as soon as possible, start to put projects in development on an overlay of this map so that we can start to work together on those projects that have not yet occurred, to the extent it's possible, in a collaborative fashion. And thank you all very much.
Hi, my name is Hannah Cooper. I'm with the Results Unit at the World Bank. My question is for Steve, and I'm wondering if you've seen examples of how Malawi is using the aid management platform to inform its decisions on its own resource allocation or its own negotiations with donors. So if you have any examples or anecdotal evidence that talks about how Malawi is using the platform. Thank you.
Okay, we can take one more.
Candy Shibley from the World Resources Institute. This question is specifically for Mike Finley. I'm interested in the process that you used for coming up with incentives for engaging communities and civil society organizations in providing information in Uganda.
Okay, I'll take the question to me first. The Malawi work has happened in the last few months, and it was a function of an exercise through the climate change group at University of Texas at Austin. It has not made its way into the planning process of the government of Malawi. It will require a software upgrade, some training, and mainstreaming of that data into their planning process. So we don't have any evidence yet of use, but we do see it as a groundbreaking step to. One of the challenges we've always had is people don't know why this is valuable, why making these maps, doing this type of data collection matters. So demonstration effect, to a large degree, is what we've been engaged in thus far. So by showing the Malawi map to the World Bank, by showing it in Busan with Nepal and others coded, we can show the power of this type of technology, and then that will be mainstreamed within the regular process of government. But we don't have any hard evidence yet of it being used.
Okay. On the crowdsourcing, we talked with a number of individuals prior to working on this. Most notably, we just talked with the folks at Ushahidi, especially Oreo Cola. But also our partners at UNICEF in Uganda, who had already begun the process of trying to use some of this technology, and without sort of going into too many details, it sort of boiled down to there were a lot of conjectures out there, right? But not even sort of the people who've been working in this sort of knew for sure what would motivate. And so we just sort of tried to take some of these conjectures about things like intrinsic incentives, extrinsic incentives, think things like be entered in a lottery, right? Get sort of a human responder, some other incentives like this, and use those and tried to test to see what we could learn. And so I think that was the last panel today. Dan Nielsen will present and provide lots of details about the exact incentive structures that were used, as well as what we learned, some very, very interesting things that we learned from this initial experiment. So more this afternoon.